All right, so let's get right on into it. Let's get right on down to business. T.I. and Tiny's son has been arrested, and they have not said what the exact charges were out on the internet yet. But we have got to see what the son and T.I. has to say about it. Tiny has not made a statement, which I don't expect her to. When you're the mother and you're just shocked, because I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on with this little guy. But let's just take a look at what King himself has to say about it in T.I.
Gangsters. They asked for the police to pull me over, y'all. Everybody that say trying to be gangsters. They asked for the police to pull me over, y'all.
My request. Hope everybody having a phenomenal morning. Got a small request, man. Stop hitting me and getting in my comments, telling me what to tell King. Okay? I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son? Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas, his ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had that conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's gonna turn out.
Can I ask you a question?
You can.
May I take a selfie with you?
Now, go ahead.
Please,
I'm in the
real
middle
quick.
of something. I'm in the middle of something, but go ahead. This is more important. Go ahead. Come on.
Thank you.
All right,
Appreciate
take
it.
it easy. Yeah. So I done already had that conversation with him, man. King's a good kid, chasing after the wrong shit. And, you know, I trust in God to deal with it the way that he see fit. You know what I mean? It ain't really shit else I, you know, he done got all the whoopings, he done got the punishment, he done did it, he done, you know, did everything as a child you could do to him. So now he gonna have to go through it. He gonna have to go through it and get through it. And ain't nothing me, his mama, or nobody else gonna be able to say about it, man. But I'ma love him all the way through whatever it is he going through. You know what I mean? And shit, man, he gonna learn his lessons. Life gonna, ain't no, you know what I mean? Life is gonna teach him all the lessons that he need to know. And that's.
Now, y'all, what in the hell is going on with this little weird little fella? I have no clue. And when I say weird little fella, I mean it. I mean, I don't know if you guys have, but I have loved watching the T.I. and Tiny show. I thought it was very, very comical. I loved the content. I loved everything about it. I watched it all. So I kind of watched this fella grow up. And as watching him grow up, I just knew something was a little bit off with him. It was almost like he was confused or something. It was almost like, number one, he wanted to be like his dad. He wanted to be the rapper. He wanted to be a moneymaker. But then it was also like he wanted to be just himself. And I don't think in his mind he thought being himself was enough, because when he tried to come out and he tried to rap, then people would say, well, you don't look like the typical gangster rapper. And they were labeling him as kind of soft. So then he tried to take on this role, right? And he tried to take it on as though he had to be tough. So he thought we've seen videos of him out here fighting people. We've seen him out here arguing with folks, destroying people's businesses. So it's almost like he feels like, in my mind, the crazier he acts, the tougher he looks. Which, honey, let me tell you something. Let me just say this straight out. If I had two parents that was millionaires, do you think I would care about what people thought? No. But this is where the swing thing of it comes. See, everybody thinks that when they watch TV shows like T.I. and Tiny, and they watch things where the kids are growing up, that it doesn't affect the kids with the cameras in the house. And I believe this is a classic case of fame gone wrong. The spotlight gone wrong, because there was a lot of things during the show that happened with T.I. and Tiny that were outrageous. We seen them split up, get a divorce. We seen cheating. We also seen when T.I. and Tiny were both arrested. We have seen things remember when T.I. was saying about the gynecologic appointment with his daughter? I mean, we have just seen a lot. go on. And sometimes when you see a lot going on as a viewer or a person that watches the TV, imagine what the children see behind closed door and how they feel when they have to keep replaying it in their life because it's out on TV. So the fact that this guy really wanted, and when I say this guy, I mean King. King really seemed at first that he just wanted to be like a prankster. He wanted to be like a skateboarder. He wanted to be, just a little bit of everything. And during the time of him really deciding on what he wanted to be in life, there was cameras everywhere in his life. So I think that once he got on camera, I felt like I seen a change in him as a few months passed and then as a year passed. And see, the thing is, when you're on camera and you have a lot of people telling you what you are, what they think you are, what they want you to be, by instantly saying, well, we seen him on the show reading books and we seen him skateboarding, he can't be no gangster rapper. See, the opinions that other people put on this boy got to him so much that he broke and then tried to become what he thought they wanted him to be. So he is lost. So I do agree with T.I. when he says, well, all I can do at this point is talk to him, try and guide him, try and get him some help, and try and let him know not to make the same mistakes I have done, which that's what any parent would do, right? But he also has to realize, and I do mean T.I., that while you're saying this, you also have to take the responsibility of, hey, my fame may have caused this for my child, okay? Me pushing him a little bit in the industry, me supporting some of the words and lyrics that he says when I know that this is not him could be a problem. I think, and this is just me, as a parent personally, once my son started changing his appearance so drastically with all these tattoos, dyeing his hair and everything else, and the way he was acting, I kind of would have put the brakes on it right then and there and tried to get the help. I think right now we are at a too far moment. This poor child, King, is now at a too far moment to where the fame and the people liking him and the people saying what he's doing is cool is more important to him than having a brand or a business or even being a sane person. He is allowing social media and the worldwide Beyonce internet to run his life and mold it. He sounds absolutely crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. Half the stuff I can't even understand what he says. He acts as though he is on something. And maybe that's something they need to check into too. Maybe he has dipped into something that has gotten a hold of him that can't get him back. I mean, man, I would hate to be a parent in this situation. For real, for real. I would. But I wanted to check in, and I really wanted to see what you guys' thoughts were on this. They have not told us what King was arrested for, what his charges were. We do know that the police had pulled him over and he was acting like, whack. So I guess we'll have to, check back in on this, like I say, when the judge and the jury starts getting involved. Maybe he'll pay his way out of it and maybe we'll never hear about it again. At this point, we don't know. We just know he has been arrested and he has made this statement. Now you tell me what you think.